Welcome to your personalized deep dive. Looks like you're thinking about a move to Davie, Florida,
Interesting.
and you want the inside scoop on their youth sports and schools.
Sounds like a great place for that.
Right. Davie's known for both.
Yeah.
We've got articles, websites,
Wow.
even some real estate stuff you flagged.
Okay.
It seems like you really want to find a place that checks all the boxes for a family.
That makes sense. It's not just finding any house, is it?
Exactly.
It's about finding the right fit for your family's lifestyle
You got it.
and aspirations and all that.
Davie definitely seems promising.
It does, especially with your focus on education
Uh-huh.
and an active lifestyle.
For sure. What specifically caught your eye in all your research?
Well, I have to say, the youth sports scene in Davie is really impressive.
It is.
I was really surprised by the variety.
I know, right?
Soccer, baseball, basketball.
Mm.
They even have boxing and a YMCA.
It's amazing. But how do you even choose the right program?
That's a great question.
With so many options.
Yeah, you're right.
Davie United Soccer Club and Davie Little League sound promising,
Mm-hmm.
but are they super competitive?
Hmm.
Or are they more focused on just fun?
That's a key question, isn't it?
It is.
Because every program has a different vibe.
They do.
Some are all about winning.
Right.
Others prioritize learning the basics and just having a good time.
Just depends what kind of experience you want for your kids, I guess.
Exactly.
The Davie PL caught my eye, too.
Oh, yeah, the PL.
They've got this whole mentorship thing going on alongside the sports.
That's pretty unique.
I know.
It shows they're really thinking about the whole child.
Right, not just athletic skills.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of developing the whole child, let's talk schools.
Okay, school.
You've got Nova Blanche Foreman and Fox Trail Elementary marked as top contenders.
Got it.
Indian Ridge Middle School seems solid too.
Mm-hmm.
And Western High School appears to be the go-to for college prep.
Interesting. It makes you wonder how these schools define college prep, though.
It really does.
Is it purely about academics and test scores?
You got it.
Or is there a broader focus
Yeah,
on skills and experiences and things like that?
that's a big question.
It is. And
Yeah.
it's something you'll definitely want to explore further
Right.
because each school has its own philosophy and approach.
They do.
And don't forget about the private school options, too.
Oh, right.
You've got St. David Catholic School
Uh-huh.
for faith-based education,
Okay.
American Heritage for a more well-rounded approach,
Mhm.
and University School of NSU
Yeah.
for a more rigorous academic focus.
Right.
It's all about finding the best match
Yeah,
for your child's needs and learning style.
for sure. Choosing the right school is a huge decision.
Huge.
And Davie certainly offers a lot of variety,
Mm.
but it can't be all study and sports, right?
Oh, of course not.
You've also flagged some fantastic recreational spots.
I did.
Treetops Park
Oh, yeah.
for outdoor adventures.
Love that.
The Bamford Sports Complex looks like it has everything.
I think I remember that one.
And the Pine Island Aquatic Center.
Okay.
Just some water fun.
Nice.
Davie even hosts a rodeo, which is pretty cool.
A rodeo in Florida. Wow, that's wild.
I know, right?
Yeah.
A well-rounded community is so important.
Couldn't agree more.
And Davie seems to offer that balance.
It does. It does.
Parks, events, a sense of place,
Mhm.
these all contribute to a vibrant community life.
For sure.
But let's talk about finding the right home
Oh, the right home.
within this community.
Uh-huh.
You've highlighted Antonio Ortega LLC a few times.
I have.
It's like a local real estate expert.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, they specialize in Davie, you know?
That's a huge plus.
Definitely.
Finding an agent who truly knows the area
Mm-hmm.
can make all the difference.
It can.
They understand the nuances of each neighborhood,
Right.
the school districts,
Yeah.
the market trends.
Oh, well, that, yeah.
It's invariable. Plus, I noticed on their website, AntonioOrtegaLLC.com,
Mm-hmm.
they're offering 10% of their fee
Wow.
towards closing costs on new construction homes.
That's pretty generous.
Pretty generous.
Yeah, especially if you're thinking about building.
Right.
Yeah,
Remember, buying a home is a significant investment,
absolutely.
and having the right team can make the process much smoother.
Much smoother. So it seems like Davie checks a lot of boxes.
It does.
Great youth sports,
Yeah.
a range of schools.
Yep.
Fun activities,
Hmm.
even a potential real estate connection.
I'd say so.
It's clear you've done your research.
Why try?
But how do you move from information to action?
That is the million-dollar question. That's where the real deep dive begins.
Oh, I like that.
You've got the overview.
Got it.
Now it's time to dig deeper into the specifics
Okay.
that matter most to your family.
Makes sense.
So you've got a solid foundation of information about Davie.
We do.
Now, how do you turn this research into an informed decision.
That's the real question, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, it's one thing to read about schools
Wow.
and sports programs online,
Yeah.
but it's another to experience them
To actually experience them.
firsthand.
Exactly. So what's the next step? Do we just hop on a plane and start touring Davie?
Well, not that fast,
Okay.
but visiting is definitely key, especially for the schools.
Yeah.
Go beyond the websites
Yeah.
and the ratings, actually walk the halls, talk to the teachers,
Right.
sit in on a class if you can.
I like that.
Really get a feel for the environment,
For the environment.
the energy, the interactions.
Between students and teachers.
Exactly. You mentioned Western High School being known for college prep.
You gotta-
Observe how that actually plays out.
Plays out how?
In their classrooms and their extracurricular activities, is it all about rote learning and test scores?
Right.
Or do they encourage critical thinking and real-world application?
I like that going beyond the label and seeing what college prep actually looks like in action.
Exactly.
What about the sports programs?
Oh, yeah, good point.
How do we get a sense of their coaching styles and the overall vibe?
Similar approach.
Okay.
Attend a practice or a game.
Got it.
Watch how the coaches interact with the kids.
Yeah.
Are they yelling from the sidelines?
Right.
Or offering encouragement and guidance?
Yeah, are they positive?
Notice how the players behave.
Okay.
Is it a supportive team environment or cutthroat competition?
Right. You were curious about Davie United Soccer Club
Yeah,
and Davie Little League.
I was.
Seeing them in action will give you a much better sense of whether their approach aligns with your family's values.
It really will.
This is really helpful. School visits, sports observations.
Mm.
What else should we prioritize when we're actually in Davie?
Don't forget about experiencing the community firsthand.
Oh, the community.
Yes, spend an afternoon at Treetops Park. Check out the facilities at the Bamford Sports Complex.
Okay.
Wander around different neighborhoods. Grab a coffee at a local shop.
I like that.
Really get a sense of the people, the pace of life.
The vibe.
The overall, remember, it's not just about finding a house.
It's not.
It's about finding a place where your family can thrive.
That's such a good point.
It is.
It's easy to get caught up in the logistics of schools and sports.
For sure.
But the community atmosphere is equally important.
It really is.
And speaking of logistics, we talked about Antonio Ortega, LLC.
They did.
And their expertise in Davie real estate. Is it worth reaching out to them at this stage?
Absolutely.
Okay.
A local expert like Antonio Ortega can be invaluable.
Okay, why is that?
Well, they can answer your specific questions.
Mm-hmm.
They can point you toward neighborhoods that align with your needs and budget.
Right.
And offer guidance on the whole home buying process.
Okay.
Remember, buying a home, especially in a new city, can feel overwhelming.
It could.
Having a trusted advisor on your side
Right.
can make all the difference.
Okay, I'm convinced. School visits, sports observations,
Yes.
exploring the community, and connecting with a local real estate expert.
Sounds like a plan.
That's a solid plan.
Yeah.
But even with all this information, how do you know when you've found the one, both in terms of a house and a community?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
And it's not about having a checklist that's perfectly checked off.
Right.
It's about that gut feeling.
That gut feeling.
That sense of, this is where we belong.
I like that.
Trust your instincts.
Okay.
And remember, there's no such thing as a perfect place.
That's true.
It's about finding the best fit for your family's unique needs and aspirations.
It is. So we've explored the schools and the sports scene, even gotten a feel for the community vibe.
We have.
It's clear Davie has a lot to offer.
It does.
But with so many options,
yeah.
how do you actually make a decision?
That's where your priorities come in.
Priorities,
What are your non-negotiables?
non-negotiables.
You know, is it being within walking distance of a top-rated elementary school?
Right.
Or having access to a highly competitive soccer league? Or maybe it's just a neighborhood with a strong sense of community.
Okay.
Once you identify those must-haves,
Must-haves.
it becomes easier to focus your search and narrow down your choices.
Makes sense. Start with the essentials
Exactly.
and go from there.
Yeah.
Any other tips for navigating this process?
Sure.
Especially when it comes to finding the right home?
Right, because even in the perfect neighborhood, finding the right house can feel like a whole other challenge.
A whole other challenge.
You're absolutely right. Don't be afraid to tap into the resources available to you.
Okay.
Talk to parents at the schools you're considering. Chat with families at the parks.
Okay.
Connect with local residents online. They can offer insights you won't find in any brochure.
Insights.
And remember, we talked about Antonio Ortega, LLC, a real estate expert who specializes in baby.
Right.
Reach out to them.
Okay.
They can answer your questions,
Mm-hmm.
address your concerns,
Right.
and guide you towards homes and neighborhoods that truly align with your family's needs.
It sounds like they could be a real asset in this process,
I think so.
especially with their offer of 10% of their fee towards closing costs on new construction.
Oh, yeah.
That's a significant saving.
It is.
If you decide to build,
Absolutely. Buying a home, especially in a new city,
it
is a big decision.
is a big decision.
Having a trusted advisor like Antonio Ortega can make all the difference.
Okay, so to wrap up,
Yeah.
prioritize your needs, tap into local resources, connect with experts like Antonio Ortega,
Yes.
and trust your instincts.
Trust your instincts. That's the key.
Exactly. This deep dive has given you a solid foundation.
It has.
Now it's up to you to explore Davie further
Uh-huh.
and make the choice that feels right for your family.
I hope you find the perfect place.
Happy exploring. We'll be here for your next deep dive whenever you're ready.
Looking forward to it.